Aum Sairam. Hara Hara Shankara, Jaya Jaya Shankara. Dear devotees, first and foremost, with great reverence, seeking the blessings of Sadguru Shirdi Sai Baba, Paramacharya of Kanchipuram, and the fervent devotee Dr.Serge Demetrian, with all humility, I would like to give a small intro briefing the reason and necessity for making this video series. I am a simple devotee of Shirdi Sai Baba, and during my satsang with a great devotee of Kanchi Mahaperiyava, JeyaKrishnamurthy, I came to know about this sacred book. She had been an ardent devotee of Mahaperiyava since 2012 and has been treading in this path with love and devotion. One of her close acquaintances and satsang friend recently came across this divine book, Shri Mahaswami-The Sage with Eyes of Light, the diary of a seeker of truth. She started reading it and during their satsang shared glimpses of her reading with divine joy and excitement. This kindled the interest in the mind of my satsang friend Jayaji and left her dumbfounded. She made a diligent search, found small portions of this book in Tamil translated by a sincere devotee of Periyava. Meantime, placed an order for purchasing the hard copy of the English version of the book. Jayaji was kind enough to share the gist of what she has heard and read about this book. She had a sincere thought to share this holy scripture with all the earnest devotees of Periyava, as many are not aware of this great book. Today, September 1st, 2022, Thursday, she received her book and considering it as a blessing from the Guru, after duly placing it in her puja altar, seeking Periyava's blessings, we decided to share the contents of this book with all the earnest God-loving souls, as the blissful experiences granted to the author and the blessings showered upon him by Kanchi Mahaperiyava would serve as a guiding light to elevate devotion and faith upon the Guru. There is no other intention in making this video. Beg the pardon of the listeners for mistakes if any. Humbly submitting at the holy feet of the great Gurus. Om Sairam. Hara Hara Shankara, Jaya Jaya Shankara. Shri Mahaswami, by his full name Shri Chandrasekharendra Saraswati and popularly known as the Paramacharya of Kanchipuram or Mahaperiyava, Great Sage, was born in 1894. At the age of 13, he became the religious head of the Kanchi Kamakoti Peetham as the 68th Acharya. He was arguably one of the most respected and venerated sages of the 20th century in India. During his long life, he attained Mahasamadhi in 1994. He travelled extensively on foot throughout the country, uplifting and guiding aspiring souls as well as giving discourses on Sanatana Dharma. Because of his unquestioned authority and spiritual depth, he succeeded in reviving the traditional Hindu faith and beliefs and reinvigorated the path of Advaita Vedanta. The author of this journal, Dr.Serge Demetrian, was born in Romania in 1923. He had from his youth a deep interest in India's culture and philosophy. Escaping his country at the time subject to communist rule, he came to India in the latter half of the 1960s. On seeing Shri Mahaswami, he immediately recognized in him his Guru. The rest of his life, he dedicated to following the spiritual way under the silent guidance of his master. Inspired by him to keep a diary, he wrote in detail with the critical mind of a doctor and teacher at university of his deep experiences with the sage. Serge Demetrian, or Narayana as he was known to his friends, gives us here a remarkable record of his total devotion and surrender to his Guru and of a perfect master-disciple relationship. This diary, which is destined to become a classic of spiritual literature, is now being published for the first time, 2 years after Serge Demetrian's death in October 2018. Devotees, will stop the introductory part here. The contents of the book will be shared in small parts. The rest will be continued in the next episode. Bowing at the holy feet of the Gurus, Aum Sairam. Hara Hara Shankara, Jaya Jaya Shankara.